Hello, welcome back. Sorry, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for the player ratings of the Rapid Vienna versus Arsenal match day one Europa League match. Obviously, Arsenal went on to win 2-1. Had a bit of a scary moment, shall we say, but we got through it in the end. Just to get right into it, we're going to literally one player at a time, like any other player rating would do. Give my personal opinion on my rating and my opinion on the player. And yeah, we'll go from there. And I'll end up obviously rating the manager overall, and I will go through the subs, obviously. Also, if you're new to the channel, do subscribe, hit the like button, and share the channel around. So anyone you know that will definitely subscribe, basically, as we try and reach this target of 500 subscribers within the next, say, week. 40 away, so yeah. Leno, we've got to start with him. Oh my days, Leno. He doesn't, as I said in the stream, he doesn't help me out. I've been trying to back him up, and he hasn't helped tonight. Really hasn't helped my case. The only fucking winkling is he hangs on. We've said it in other podcasts and other watch along the podcast as well. He holds onto the ball too long. His distribution is absolutely poor. Yeah. Oh dear. It doesn't seem to improve. If anything, tonight was his worst in a long time. That's saying something. I think looking back, the last time his distribution got caught out as bad was the last time we played in the Europa League Cup, Europa League against Olympiacos at the Emirates. And that led, and obviously his mistake did eventually lead to the winning the goal that knocked us out then. Well, tonight, thank Lord, fucking you're looking down on us because fucking hell. And even afterwards, even at 1-0, he had another chance where he could have made it 2-0. And at 1-0, and even at 2-1, there was a chance he come up with his areas. He did set a circle at one point, and he almost gave it away, and literally had left a gaping open goal for the, I think it was the number 9, literally, or number 9, number 12, to just hit it. If he wanted to, if he had a free hit, he would have hit it, got in. Thankfully, David Luiz bailed him out. Otherwise, yeah, tonight could have been a lot different result. No thanks to Leno. So with all that bearing in mind, I sort of have to give Leno a 2. And I think that even then I'm being generous, just based on that. And it's so frustrating because the first half he was all right, and then the second he just let himself down and lost his head. And the more these games go on, and this distribution thing comes a fact, and he doesn't improve, the more likely he's going to have to be dropped. And then you're going to then have to give either Macy or Van Arsene a run out in goal. And at the same time, you're going to have parts of the Arsenal fan base going to see, sold the wrong keeper, should have kept Martinez. And then to things like tonight doesn't help. He literally hasn't helped that case. So yeah, I think the best move on because of more Arsenal rambling on, repeating myself. We're going to go with Cedric Suarez next, right back for us tonight. Started anyway. For me, his rating wise, didn't do nothing wrong. For me, had a good game. Didn't do anything wrong. Got up and down, defended well, got the ball out. Everything you want for a player that plays right back or right wing back. He did everything that was asked of him. So I'd give him a solid 7 out of 10. If he'd played a lot long, if he'd finished the game, for example, it would have been how can I put it, a higher score. But yeah, sort of got to base it on the fact that he did come off. So, but for what he did, 7. Can't fault him at all. And then we move on to David Luiz, one of our saviours tonight. Thank God he was in that box for that set piece. I mean, really, the people that dig him out on a constant basis, we need to start showing this guy some respect, because he doesn't have to play for Arsenal. He decided he wanted to stay, and he's doing good. He's putting good performances in. You can't ask more than that. I can't remember. I can't remember a game this season since he signed this new deal that he's put a foot wrong, really. Touchwood, obviously, because when I say that, we jinx it. Again, for me, it's got to be a solid 8 for David Luiz. And then Gabriel, moving on to Gabriel quickly. Again, as we said in the stream, we've said in previous streams as well, what a player we've got. What a bargain we got for Gabriel. He's come to the Premier League. He hasn't played since April until he came to us. No pre-season, no nothing. Barely a few except club, and he's had to play Premier League football. He took to it like a duck to water. And the one game he doesn't play, we look suspect in defence. The second he's back in that defence, we are solid as a rock. Oh, bad. And again, I'm so happy we've got him, because it's so refreshing to have him and have a defender that can defend and attack and be progressively forward. And I guess he has to put his head in as well and things like that. Get stuck in. For me, there's a few of us in the chat. Shout out Steve, the Arsenal misfit. He was hands down the man of the match. Closely run by someone else we'll get onto later. But yeah, hands down man of the match. Absolutely phenomenal. And again, I have to give him a 9 out of 10. For giving a man of the match, I've got to give him at least a 9. Absolutely. You know what? I'll go back on that. I'm going to give him a 10. 10 out of 10 for Gabriel, because he was phenomenal, and his form is fantastic, and long may it continue. For a guy, as I said, not played football in 6 months till he came to us at a young age of 21. With all due respect, Lille, Arsenal isn't the same thing. League and Premier League isn't the same thing. As we've seen with Pepe, some places it takes time. He's come in and has just took it duck to water. And again, as I keep saying, long may the form continue. Now we're going to move on to the left back. Cedric Suarez. He had his moments, as in his brain fart moments, so we say, where he was just slice at the ball and it was just go out for a throw. He didn't even need to slice at it. He could have taken control and get rid of it, sort of thing, up the field. And it's like Melvin says, how is this guy a professional footballer? And people in the chat saying, how is this guy in the Bundesliga Team of the Year a few years ago? How? And for me, I can't seem to agree. I'm shocked he's even played it. Yeah, I think he did wrong for the goal, because, as I said, we alluded to earlier, it's all Leno. But he had them brain fart moments, and that worries me still. And it's, with all due respect, this is Europa League, and Rapid Vienna, nowhere away from home. But come on. For me, I sort of have to be honest, and I have to give him a 4, and that seems like I'm being harsh. I'm just being honest. I have to be honest with what I see. I mean, if you disagree, do say in the live chat or in the comments afterwards if you're watching this back. But yeah, I can't give him no less, but I can't give him no more than that 4. And then this is where we move on to the midfield now. I'm going to touch on the person that came very close to being man of the match in my eyes. And he made his full debut today, Thomas Partey. What a player. And he's proved, on what, and he's proven me right in what I've been saying about him, that he is very Vieira-like in his gameplay. Anyone remembers Vieira, his pomp and things like that. At his time at Arsenal, he said everything Partey did tonight is what Vieira was doing. Again, as I say, at his pomp of his time at Arsenal. And oh my God, I'm so, you got no idea how excited I am with getting. I'm happy he got the full 90 minutes as well. Absolutely ecstatic. And again, people will say, "Oh, he got a booking." No, if you go and watch it back, the booking he got given was not a booking. The player runs into his fucking arm. What was he to do? He's back. He's not even facing. He doesn't even know the guy's coming. The guy's run into him. He gets booked. And like, I think like Gabriel, I have to give him a 9. But like I said, Gabriel just edged it from winning the match for me. Absolutely fantastic play. And Mohamed El Neni, he's part of it tonight. Solid performance. Again, didn't much wrong, didn't do anything fantastic, but he just did the job it was put out there to do. And I think, for me, before the match, it was interesting to see that obviously it was going to part of the party, because it was leaked about 10 minutes before the lights were came out that party was going to start. It's going to be interesting. When I saw, and then if okay, as long as it's not Xhaka, cool, because as everyone knows about my thoughts on Xhaka recently, and as we did touch on during the stream. So I thought, well, then okay, something different. We'll see how it goes. It's Europa League. If it doesn't work, obviously it'll be switched around in a second at half time or whatever. It worked. It's, with all due respect to the competition, it did work again. Got stuck in, pushed forward. Didn't go his backwards FC crap. So for me, I have to give him 7. I have to give Mohamed El Neni a 7 for his performance. Absolutely wasn't fantastic, but he wasn't crap either. He was just like, Saka now. I think he's starting to find his form again, and that's again. I'm so excited about that. It's like the England call up. It's given him a bit of an extra push and an extra buzz. And we're thriving off it because he's putting in these absolutely fantastic performances for us. So for me, I'll give it again. I'll give him a 7.5, just because I think you could give it a bit more, maybe just a bit more going forward. And even tracking back, sometimes it'll pulled off a bit, and then we had to have Eddie and Kelly come flying back and try to help defend and this, that, and the other. It's just like little grey areas that would have bumped his mark up a bit more. But yeah, 7. I think it's a solid 7.5 out of 10. Room for improvement, but he's starting. As I said, he's starting. It does look like he's starting to find his form again. Like the sort of form we saw at the back end of last season. We move on now to the front three. We're going to start with Eddie. Not again. I don't want to be harsh because he's played out of position as well, and I think that's what count. This sort of got to take that into consideration as well. He didn't really get into the game really. He didn't look comfortable out on the wing at all. It's just. It is a shame. I mean, I'll say I was trying something. It's the Europa League. I'll try something new, but it just didn't work. I feel for the kid. I mean, I really do. But there'll be other games. He's not going to fucking be the end of him. But it's clear to see with Eddie, he has to play through the middle if he's going to play for Arsenal, because as I said, out the wing, things like that, he doesn't look comfortable on the ball in any way, shape, or form, and that might come back and bite him on the arse. But it's not his fault. as we say in the stream, he's literally the nearest thing we've had to an Ian Wright type player since Ian Wright. And Ian, as Melvin said earlier, Ian Wright never played out in the wing. There's a reason behind it, because he's a goal scorer. He scores goals. He plays through the middle. He stretches the defence and things like that. But based on tonight, I'm gonna have to be harsh and give him harsh but honest. I've got to give him a 3, just based on the fact that he really didn't get into the game at all. Big up, Steve. No worries, mate. That's no worries. It's only 60 minutes in. I've gone through most of the 11, but no worries. I'm not doing this for the play rate. I'll do the play rating thing because obviously, guys, some of the subscribers have asked me to do play ratings. And I thought, you know what, I'm not tired. I'll do it now, and then it gives me some more just to concentrate on the FIFA content, and then obviously reviewing things like that, and then the preview on Saturday and what's on Sunday evening. Which, by the way, in terms of player ratings, the next player ratings will then obviously be on Monday afternoon, lunchtime probably. But yeah, no worries, Steve. I mean, what can I get you up? We're up to. I've just done there the only ones I've got left are Pepe and Laka from the starting 11. If you want to put all your player ratings in the chat, I'll put them up on the screen for you as well. And again, don't forget to smash the like button and share the content around. Be massively appreciated. Second. Pepe, I'm going to move on. While you're doing that, I'm going to move on to Pepe briefly, being the operative word. It was a bit of hit and miss one tonight with Pepe, because he had second half. He had moments, obviously, as we saw with the free kick that led to the big up Melina as well in the chat. Has just joined us, and again, didn't say this earlier. Happy birthday both to you and Steve, as well as obviously Arsene Wenger. Yeah, as I said, it was a mixed bag with Pepe, because first half, up till that moment where obviously the free kick came in, one sec. Until that free kick came along, he obviously assisted the equalising goal. It was really out of the game. He didn't really get stuck in, so to speak, and he was trying things like he always does, and they weren't coming off like it always happens to be recently since the cup final. But then that free kick came along. Fantastic free kick. Absolutely phenomenal. And just all of a sudden, that sort of his chest came out, and he sort of saw a better performance from him. So with that in mind, if it had continued if his performance had continued, and that free kick obviously bit desist and all that never happened, for that whole time he played, it continued. Just his actual rating would have been a lot lower than what I'm giving him, to be honest. But I'm going to give him a 7. I'll give a very solid 7 out of 10 for that. I mean, as I said, if it continued the way it was started up to that point, that free kick, the rating would have been a lot lower. It would have been around the 5.4 mark, if I'm being honest. And then Lacazette, I mean, you gave him. You're nicer than what I was. Trust me. You go back and watch this, you'll see what I mean. I was harsh. I had to be brutal and honest about that one. Yeah, Lacazette again, in and out of the game. Didn't really. I don't know. He just didn't. He was captain something else. So I've got to take that. I've got to sort of take that out of the equation, sort of. He was in the game, but he just didn't really. I agree with that. I gave Louise 8 actually. NW Arsenal. Oh, by the way, because I did see you in the chat earlier, NW Arsenal because you're giving their number 4. I gave him a 3, and you're giving Laka a 3. That's what I want to teach him. But yeah, you did say about Melvin as well. You used to watch him on Sonny's channel. Melvin obviously has been predominantly on here for quite a while now. About a month or two now. And so obviously, whenever he's available, he's going to be on this chat. He's going to be on the channel. I'm assuming I'll get in there first, obviously, because other channels will want to have him on. I'm assuming. But yeah, if you follow me on Twitter or follow him on Twitter, whenever he's on my channel, I'll literally put an announcement tweet out about 3-4 hours beforehand, and then he retweets it and other people retweet it, so you'll see him literally. So yeah, he's going to be more predominant on the channel along with others as well. Hopefully, as long as they're interested. The longer they want to come on, they're always welcome to come on. Right. Cricket ball, yeah. Yeah, we made it hard for ourselves. Of course we did. We always do. It's Arsenal. What do we expect? I mean, the football, again, is not fantastic. But again, I was going to hold on to this until later. But the football, it wasn't fantastic. And you've got to take in consideration, again, Arteta's still got players he doesn't want. He's having to play them. Apart from obviously Socrates and Mesut, the likes of Kolasinac he doesn't want, but he's still here, so he has to play him because of the size of his squad you have to name and all that. He has to. We're not going to do a Chelsea and name fucking retired players that are board of directors or things like that, or coaches. Like, we're not going to fucking put Robert Perez in after 10 years of not 10 years in that, but you know what I mean, 10 years of retirement, so to speak. He plays with the training. He trains with the players, so you know what, we'll give him a go. Big up yourself. I appreciate that. Hopefully, if you haven't subscribed, do please subscribe as well. And yeah, again, like I've been saying the last few nights as well, the last couple of weeks actually, and on and off for the last couple of years, but majority heavily the last couple of weeks. Sort of the whole point of me doing this channel when I started it up was to not to get my point of view across and talk to like-minded Arsenal fans about the Arsenal, about the club we all love. It was to show the world, the media and the other fan bases, that we're not all like a certain other channel that just thrives on being so negative and being so downbeat and finding any sort of just for the clicks. I know it's going to be hard. It's hard to grow a channel like that, but I'd rather be honest and things like that, and be truthful and be with myself than just be fake. So yeah, I do appreciate comments like that. I do appreciate. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. Menina saying Melvin is a great guy. He's a good sense of humour too. Oh, exactly. Now, again, that's another reason why he likes coming on here. Because no matter who I have on with me, Melvin, he says it always has a laugh. He likes the banter. So again, yeah, coffee. But yeah, going back to the player ratings, sorry. Lacazette, I sort of have to agree with the guys in the chat and give him a 3 because he was in the game, but he was out the game. He was more out the game than he was in. And then literally on a booking as well, first half, you're on a booking, don't take someone out in the penalty box you're attacking. Especially with that referee, who had a fucking agenda against a certain type of player, so to say, and didn't hide it. As Gunnar Michael said in the chat earlier, in the previous stream. Yeah, I think I gave Cedric 7 because he wasn't great, but he wasn't bad either. He was just he did everything right, but he didn't have a fantastic, really like man of the match performance. But he just did the right things at the right time. And yeah, I mean, we're going to go into the subs now while you guys get the rest of your ratings in. Yeah, Marcel Misfit, by the way, saying Partey's a 9, co-man in the match. As I said, I gave both Partey and Gabriel 9 in my rating. But I sort of, in terms of man of the match, I gave it to Gabriel just because of how consistent he's been. I based all that things that as well, how consistent he's been and literally being our best defender, not just for tonight, in general, since he's walked into the club. And the one game he didn't play, obviously, we all know what happened. Defensively, I'm trying to think about this. Another substitutes now. We'll go touch on Hector, Bellamy and Aubameyang, but I'll do Hector first. Got the assist for the winning goal. Excuse me. Got the assist for the winning goal, sorry. And again, you know what? For the time he played, he didn't do a bad job, really. In defence or attack, didn't look shaky, didn't lose the ball, didn't make stupid mistakes. So, you know what? I'm going to give him a solid 7, really solid 7. That's taking into consideration he played about half of the second half and things like that. So I've got to take that into consideration as well. He was a sub, but he did put a solid performance in, and he got an assist for the main goal. And ironically, the assist was a cross, which is something we've sort of slandered him for in the past. His end product, and it comes to crossing. Moving on to Aubameyang, answer this quickly from Melina. What time are you streaming FIFA tomorrow, episode 2? Well, funny enough, I've sorted out the thumbnail for that. I'm going to set it all up in a minute, as in the stream itself, get it all prepared. Once I come off this, I don't think now. It's Friday. You know what I'll do? It'll either be 7:30 or 8 o'clock. But keep an eye on the channel about 20 minutes to half hour after I've finished this. It'll be up on the channel anyway, ready to. I'll send you the link anyway. As soon as I've set it all up, I'll send you the link anyway. So it'll be either 7:30 or 8 o'clock, guys. If I haven't decided before the end of the stream, I'll let you. If I've decided by the end of the stream, sorry, I will say. Aubameyang, we'll move on to Aubameyang now. Steve's given him a 7, good goal that won it for us, and a poacher's goal with an easy tap. And again, not just a goal, his own gameplay was, with all due respect, really, really good. Again, for someone that came on as a sub, I know he's Aubameyang, he's our captain. He should be able to come off the bench and change the game, but. As I said, we shouldn't have been in that situation where we had to rely on Bellamy to come on in the first place. If it weren't for fucking Leno 10 minutes prior, we wouldn't be in that situation. But it is what it is. So yeah, I sort of have to agree with what Steve says in the chat. Then give him a really solid 7, just bordering onto the 8, but just not. You know what I mean? But I think 7. I think the 7's a fair score. I don't know if you guys will agree with me in the chat. Menina's saying a 6.5. He did have a lack of creativity in the first half. Uber didn't even play in the first half. However, his game played. I think you're on about Laka. And Steve says Lacazette gets a 5, and that's generous. You'll be nice again. You'll be nicer than what I am. And then we have Joe Willock and Reece Nelson that came on. Yeah, forced. Uncanted. Okay. They changed the rules for substitutions in the Europa League and European competition because I always thought it was a bit to be free. Okay. Made 5 subs apparently. Maybe that's a thing because of the COVID thing. They've sort of kept that going on. You know what? Okay. Chiantini, I'll give a standard 5 because, 84th minute. Not much time to sort of, like I said, not much time to really get involved in the game. Didn't have to do much. Just to get the game really. He did that, let's be honest. So I think a standard 5 or 6 would be a fair result, a fair score there. And the same for lots of Joe Willock and Reece Nelson. Again, Joe Willock came out at the same time as Tierney. So yeah, going to have between 5 and 6 for Willock. If I'm going to give it, actually, you know what? I'll give Tierney a 6 and Willock a 6, standard 6, because it's just based on they came off for a few minutes, did a good job, but didn't have much to do really. Didn't have make any mistakes, and you know what I mean. And Reece again, I'll give him a standard 6 as well. He's on for a few seconds, a minute or two, and literally has done what he had to do really. I mean, he's basically he was just brought in to run the clock down really and just do whatever. And I've got to give him a standard score really. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm going to do the ref last because oh my days, that ref. Oh my days. He clearly has a vendetta, shall we say, and the FIFA, UEFA and FIFA might want to look into that and quick. Arteta though, the score wise, six. I've got to be because he has made mistakes again tonight in the sense of, as I touched on earlier, with yeah, exactly, Steve. Oh dear. And Eddie, I mean, he says Eddie has the lack of confidence as much as I did touch this earlier, and I think tonight especially, being played out on the wing, you sort of damned home. He can only thrive down to go playing through the middle because he is an everything we've had since Ian. Right, that he's that plays through the middle and scores goals, poachers goals, things like all sorts of goals, sort of thing. And anything else, if you play him anywhere else, he doesn't look comfortable on the ball. And for a striker, that's what it is. What it is, and he's a young lad. But the young one, I'd rather if he tried now. You know, with all due respect, against a mediocre team. I know they gave us a tough game tonight. Let's not forget they had their fans there as well, so they wanted to put a show on. And they're the toughest team in our group, so it's going to get easier. So I'd rather try something like that in the Europa League than try it in the Premier League. And obviously, the Premier League is a lot tougher and a lot harsher than the Europa League, let's be honest, at this stage. But at the same time, I've got to sort of criticise Arteta for that. What was his mindset behind it? Especially when we had Reece Nelson on the bench and players that play on the wing, basically. We could either put Saka, on that left-hand side and put an extra midfielder there, like left side midfielder there, sort of thing, just to sort of plug the make that number there. I mean, it says something that Greenwich Jugger didn't come on today, by the way, but yeah, we could have put Ainsley Maitland-Niles there, actually. He was on the bench tonight as an unused sub, and then put Saka a bit further in that left wing role. It was just. So I've got to sort of criticise. You have to criticise him for that, making that mistake. But I'd rather him do it now, when the opposition isn't that tough and things like that, so to speak. And you're not going to get punished like you would do in the Premier League for making that mistake, and learn from it. I mean, there's nothing he could have done about Leno in the sense of his mistake. That's out of his hands. Like Leno put himself in that situation. Instead of fucking just punting the ball, so he's got one touch and punt it. He wanted to hold on the ball for fucking 20 years. Oh, dear. I have to give Arteta a 6, really, if I'm going to be honest. Just based on things like that. Just, he's trying things, and as I said, I'd rather him do it near something. I've got to get him. Because it didn't work out. If it worked out, it'd be fantastic. Well, hey. But he made but also, the reason he's nothing lower than a 6 is because he made the right subs at the right time. In the situation he was put into, Ryan and Leno situation, things like that, and even afterwards, once we went 2-1 up and things like that, he made the right subs at the right time. So I have to give him praise for that as well, because that's been one of his critics on and off since he's come to Arsenal as a head coach / manager, that he does sometimes wait a bit too long to make the sub and things like that. And the thing is, I don't think you would have. If Leno doesn't make the mistake earlier, as I keep saying, if Leno doesn't make that fucking mistake, but it's 1-0 down, almost 2-0 down, he doesn't use Aubameyang today, in my opinion, just because, he would have brought on lots of Reece a bit earlier for lots of Eddie instead and things like that, and tried different things here and there. And tried different subs, but it's just like he was put in a situation where it's like, okay, I'm going to Ubo thought was going to give you a night off, but you know what? Can you give us 30 minutes of gameplay, please? And the thing is, he'll get the rest next Thursday anyway, because we're playing probably the lowest ranked team in our group in Dundalk at the Emirates, so he'll get the night off there anyway. There's no way you'd think that we would make a pig's ear of that one. Say this, and then there'll be holding my beer situation next Thursday. Fucking hell, or someone that you need to expect. Just going back into the chat quickly. I think Nketiah needs to go out on loan to a team that will play him in January. Martinelli will be back by then, and Nketiah needs much more game time to purchase his craft. And that's the thing. He does need that. I think he does need that more game time. And obviously, I think the whole point of going to Leeds was that they promised us they were going to give him that, and he was clearly the better striker out of him in Bamford. But the fans loved Eddie, but for some reason, Bielsa just didn't take to him, and we sort of called him back. And then Arteta, as we were flowing back out, Arteta said, "No, I want to give him a run, give him a chance." And sometimes, you know what, he did pay off. Everything that's happened this year, outside of football and all that, giving Eddie a chance wasn't the worst thing in the world, because he did score goals for us. He did try to give him that different option. He has provided competition for Lacazette as well in that sense. But at the same time, as he said, Martinez will be back by January anyway, so there's no harm in loaning out Eddie, but got to loan him out and literally get it in black and white in the contract that he has to play X amount of games. Has to. Otherwise, what's the point of loaning him out, basically? And you've got also not just any club, to a club that plays the style that Arteta wants him to play at Arsenal. And if it's a Premier League club, so be it. But he's not going to be playing against us, is he? So why not just see what happens, basically? And Martinelli, the thing is, Martinelli can obviously play on the wing, but he can. I think later down his career, he's going to be like the vocal point. I think he'll be more. He'll want to move more down the middle sort of player as a striker. If you look at how Martinelli plays and things like that, I have no idea what this is. Maybe it'll probably come from my screen on my phone later. Let's have a look how we're doing for that. 9 likes. Fucking hell, fair play to you guys. Absolutely smashing it. And appreciate every single one of them as well. Absolutely amazing, considering what time I'm doing this here in the UK, and for yourselves over in Canada and all that. It's amazing. I didn't expect that at all. I mean, I'm still waiting for the other fucking thing to be what's name? Let's have a look if it's been processed yet. Nope, still not been processed. The stream from earlier still being processed. Amazing. I'll do fucking watch along on Tuesday and Wednesday, and both within 20 minutes of both going off air. Boom. They're processed. I'll do an Arsenal fucking watch along, and here I am waiting 20 years for it to be processed. Steve in the chat says also Ortega's a 6. The Nketiah being on the wing drags his rating down. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying as well. Like putting Willian in the middle. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, I'm not going to this way on the stream to make sense why I'm rattling off now. The thing is, because I'm not tired, I thought, you know what, why not? Because if I didn't do it now, I'd have to do it tomorrow. Because I have said, I think it was Jonathan Porter, shout out to him if he watches this back, by the way. When I was asking him a couple of weeks ago, what other content do you guys want? And things like, this was one of the main things he said, and he did say about doing a tier level stream, show, whatever. It's tier ranking thing as well. So I am looking into that, to doing that as well. But yeah, play rates, I've got to be more consistent with that as well. So starting from now, that's going to be a more consistent thing on this channel for every game. So the next play rates, as I said, will be on Monday lunchtime UK time. But yeah, you know what? I'll grind it. But hopefully, I'd like to be rewarded. I don't need to be, but I'd like to see the reward for it as well. Because as I showed you earlier on Instagram, and my watch time is actually up by 20% in the last 28 days as well, compared to the previous. And it's slowly and gradually is getting there. Oh, here we go. Nice if you could do an Arsenal fan cams later on hopefully when the virus goes away. I've been waiting a long time, especially in the UK, the way everything's going in the UK. I don't want to get into politics and all that, but the way that our fearless bumbling leaders fucking acting, how his party's acting, it'll be a long time. I think it'll be a long time before you see a full Emirates Stadium for the full Emirates Stadium, full stadiums in general, and yeah. But I would look into that. Obviously, the more this channel grows, I would look into it if the people in the channel are interested in that. Because yeah, again, that would be me. I wouldn't be doing it for the likes of what other people, that's another fan cam channel does in the Arsenal fan base, and just for the clicks to have characters on that, will be clicks and views and things like that. It'll be again proving that getting Arsenal fans up on that sort of thing that talks like me, Melvin, and the guys do. We talk sense. We don't just rant for the fucking sake of ranting and complaining. We actually analyze any situation and break it down and simplify it, and not having to go all the fucking time, 24/7. We won 5-0, but you know what? It's like, seriously. And I know, again, as I touched on earlier in the stream before you guys came along, the football isn't great, but again, Arteta's he's having to work with, make the most of what he's got. Yes, he's brought in the likes of Aubameyang, who's coming back from injury, by the way. Martinelli, who he's noted, but one of the players he likes massively. He's coming back. He's coming back from an injury. Chambers is coming back from an injury. Certain players he likes that he inherited are either injured or coming back from an injury. Or, as I said, Pepe brought him in, really wanted him. He's at the moment, but he's coming back. He's back in full training now. Cedric has been sort of in and out of his injury as well, so he's sort of trying to get him sorted out in terms of his fitness and moving that forward and sort of progressing with that, and hopefully the injuries that we have been seeing sort of a thing for the past, basically. Steve saying Alberta just set a record yesterday for new COVID cases. I think if the boys see that, be like, hold my beer, I'm going to outdo you. Oh dear, trust me. Oh dear, you have no. Without being, it's just, yeah, I have no faith in the boys, and every day goes by, something else comes out. Literally, this whole Marcus Rashford thing, where Marcus Rashford trying to do right by the vulnerable families that have been affected by this most, and the ones that literally have not even on a minimum wage before all this happened, that was struggling to put food on the table for their kids. And all summer, obviously, the campaign in the summer, he put in place. The government actually gave the thumbs up, because obviously, looking into it now, there's always going to give the thumbs up and sort of take, because obviously the pressure was on them to do something. of that ilk, because obviously they'd put pressure on the Premier League players in the first place to step up. He's the one that really stepped up, not taking the pay cut and this, that, and the other, but actually giving back to his community and looking broader for the whole country. He's kept on doing that, He wanted them to continue this scheme that they've put in place, because obviously things haven't got better with this COVID situation here in the UK, and people are still struggling, especially in the places where it's like, what can I call, where it's like, because it's got this tier thing now, so like the highest tiered places that are literally on a lockdown now, local lockdown. So the people can't go to their work and things like that. And basically, the whole idea was to keep the scheme going throughout half term and into Christmas. And the government went no this time. Apparently, they had a vote last night about it, and that every single Conservative party member, which is the party that Boris Johnson leads, the government side of it, the ones that actually run the government, the party that runs the party that runs the country. Sorry, the words out. But all bar 4 of the elected members all voted against it, voted out, and cheered. And Boris was one of the ones. Boris, I fear to see, was one of the ones that voted no, do not continue it. So yeah. Melina's also saying it would be really nice to see a compilation video of the best moments in the watch-alongs. We've had lots of laughs. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you know what? Once a month. So what we're on now, 22nd. So we're playing this Sunday, and then obviously next Sunday, which will be the 1st. So that'll be the Man United game. Just double checking. Yeah, so Leicester. So after next Thursday game against Dundalk, I'm going to reach out to someone and see if I can do some editing on that then. Because I ain't the fucking patience for it. It does drive me mad. Or someone that can help out, sort of grab clips here and there, we just come together. I could see that if that hits off. I'll put that out. Tell me how long it takes. I'll put that out ASAP. If it takes off well, it's all received, I'll continue that for the following month. Do like a month to month thing. That's something you guys are interested in. Arsenal Misfit saying, will Mari be good enough to allow us to play 4 at the back? I think he would. That's my question for the team going forward. If that help us in an attack, because if he is, that will help us in an attack. Yeah, honestly, I think he will. He would. I think the only reason he's having to continue with this 3 at the back, even though he put part in, is because we've got injuries in the back line, and he doesn't have faith with what the players we have got fully to play two centre backs, because David Luiz has got mistakes, and when he plays two at the back, he doesn't look as comfortable as he does at 3. So that's a concern. I can understand that. Mustafi, he's coming back from injury as well, so I think with Mustafi, that's Mari, Mustafi, and things like that, when they do get back, touch wood, they get no injuries. And you get a more fitter back line together for squad rotation. You are going to start seeing a back 4, a left back, a right back, and 2 centre backs, and I think Gabriel will be the left centre back. And then it's down to either Mustafi or Mari, because obviously Socrates has been left out. And David Luiz will go back down to being on the bench. And I think he was happy being on the bench, like being just that person behind the scenes, sort of lending his experience to the likes of Saliba, to the likes of Gabriel and Mari, things like that. Yeah, I think it's no coincidence with Luis. Like, there's no disrespect to him because he has done fantastic. But again, it is a back three. The only other time he's played really up to this level, really, really good, was at Chelsea for that one season when they played a three at the back and he was in the centre of that three under Antonio Conte. When Conte changed it, he was completely exposed and got exposed week in, week out. But as I said, I think with Luis, I think he's got to that point where of his career where he was happy to, was a thought at the back to be that player on the bench, just to be on the bench, and obviously just on and off the pitch, lend his experience to the players coming in or coming through the ranks. So obviously, they learn in that 12-month period, and then he can sort of go off and retire or whatever he's got planned for next summer. At the same time, our players have then got that experience of a Premier League winning, Champions League winning defender. I mean, it can't be all bad. Arteta's obviously asked it to stay put for another 12 months at the time. But yeah, when it comes to back four, as we said, we all know back fours are not David Luiz's forte. But as I'm saying, literally, Arteta's having to deal with the hand he's been dealt with in terms of the injuries. If we didn't have the injuries we've had to the likes of Mustafi, Marley, Chambers as well, because Chambers has got to come back as well. He's a right-sided player. He's versatile. He can play CDM, right centre back, left back sometimes, right back. I say sometimes left back. He has played left back under Bellamy, so that's why I'm throwing that out there. So if anyone comes at me, and yeah, do that and put that back up. I mean, what's it? As many says, big up Steve. Yeah, absolute a massive big up to Steve this week. He's been absolutely phenomenal. Like he will have, but an extra shout out to Steve because literally, was it Sunday when we did the Tottenham versus West Ham watch along? He kept me. I'll be honest. He kept me sane because otherwise it'd just be me talking to a screen. He was there from the first second to the end, consistently throughout. Obviously, some of you guys regulars came in and out when they could, but he was there and he just kept me sane. And thank God, we got to revel in them 3 moments at the end of the match for that one. No, he's absolutely smashed it this week in terms of what he's putting in. Again, when Steve, like Menina, Steve, and Sam, and all you regular guys do come in, again, that speaks volumes to me. That shows me I'm doing something right because you guys are coming back and contributing to the channel the way you are. So yeah, before it gets all mushy and starts having a fucking breakdown live on the screen. Yeah. Oh, dear. Coffee. So yeah, I think we've done the ratings now. Referee, that was it. The referee. I'm going to put this to the chat as well. The guys that are watching, even watching us on Facebook, do put in the chat now. And I'll put it up on the screen. What do you give the referee? I know what I'm giving, but I'm going to wait until you guys start putting in the chat what you're going to give the referee. I've already decided. And whilst you're doing that, I have now decided that the episode 2 of the career mode for FIFA 21, Arsenal career mode, will be going live at 7:30 p.m. UK time tomorrow evening. Yeah, it was a fantastic. It was a great finish to the game because of Lanzini's goal. What a fucking goal! I mean, the comeback itself was fantastic, and the fact that Bell at 3-2 had a chance to literally like a minute before Lanzini's goal to kill the game off and kill the comeback off, and then literally, as I said, a minute later, they had a free kick under the sort of half. I think it died or something, half cleared it, and he just fell perfectly on the volley outside of his boot. First time hit, bang, And when Lloris, it makes it better. Lloris gets a hand to it. It still sort of manages to hit him and still dip into the goal. And it's like, oh my days. Again, I do appreciate them sort of comments. You have no idea that does give me some confidence. I'm doing right things here. I'm just hoping, obviously, as I speak, we're checking now. We're still 40 away from the 500 target. As I've said to like Melina, got you guys off air. Once we do hit the 500, hopefully even in the next few days, if we can sort of gain more new viewers and things like that, that the next target will be 1,000. Melina gives the ref a 1. You're being very generous, Melina. Trust me. When you hear him on, you'll know why. He's perfect. He's a perfect fit in. He is perfect to fit in the Prem. Yeah, just a tad. With an added, how can I put it? Quality, so I say, to his refereeing style. As we sort of, I don't know if anyone noticed and picked up on it as well. Especially, well, first half it was rammed home. The second half, it sort of really rammed home. And yeah, same with all your guests. Yeah, exactly. We enjoy tuning into your channel and your guest line. But again, it does mean the world. And in fact, I've got 460 people subscribe to this channel that are happy to come in week in week out. Well, not even week in week out anymore, literally, because it started off the channel literally being a once a week show. Literally, there'd be a match, and then obviously we'll do the review where either depending on the kick off and whatever, either the next day or that night and things like that. It's sort of, as things have gone by, I thought, you know what? I've let the ante and just throw in well, especially now with everything that's happened, doing these watch-alongs, these player ratings now, I'm adding to the channel, the FIFA 21 content, that's more so preparing way in advance, really, because of how bad things are in this country with the COVID situation and the pandemic. I'm fully expecting a full lockdown of football to be fucking all the sporting events to be cancelled and things like that, back to where we were back in the summer. So I'm sort of, instead of doing what I did at the start of this the last lockdown, sorry, where I sort of let the channel not go dead or anything, like just didn't have anything to give on the channel until things like, apart from the odd show here or there, because obviously bits of news have come out, and obviously you'd like to get some guys on and sort of have a discussion, things like that. I'm sort of now like, no, I can't. I'm not only just going to do things like that. I am going to do something else and on the channel and things like that. And as long as the FIFA 21 content, this career mode, it does keep hitting off and the numbers growing, and obviously you guys keep liking it, I will be open to doing live online content with you guys. If you've got Xbox, do let me know, and I sort of think out we play on one-on-one online. If we get enough people, I'll set up an online competition for a certain stream, and that's set up like a knockout sort of format, basically, and things like that. So it's all, you know, again, it's different. It's gaming content, but it's different in that sense. And again, it's involving you guys as well. But yeah, it's all sort of pre-prepared and making sure if the worst case happens here and you're going to go match another lockdown and all sports sort of put on hold again, I've got content to give to you guys apart from the odd podcast here, the odd podcast once a week or twice a week, whatever. Because I'm sorry, I doubt you'd want me to come on here and join in another lockdown with no sporting event and come on here ranting about the fucking politics. So, whereas I can just do something else that I think you guys will enjoy. But yeah, that's a whole other matter. If and when that happens, but I'm going to still keep doing the FIFA 21 career mode content, and obviously, if you guys are interested in me doing online matches against you guys and things like that, or particular people, whatever, that've got Xbox, then I'm more than happy to continue that. Also, the quizzes are really. Really says, looking forward to new content coming soon on your channel. And the quizzes are really fun. Bring those back, please. Yeah, we took a couple. We took about one time, I think now. About 3-4 weeks off. I think no, the last we did, only because of literally just to give everyone sort of a bit of a break, not just you guys, but the people we've had on. It sort of gives Marcus, again, fantastic quiz master that he is, gives him a bit of time off as well. Allows him to then do the next quiz will be even better because he's not literally like week on week. It's literally had a few weeks off, so sort of recharge the battery, so to speak. But we are looking to bring the next episode of that back of the series. So the series isn't ended there; it just took a little mini break there. But we are looking into dates for when everyone's available to do the next one. And yeah. So the quiz has never gone. It's just literally just thought take a few weeks off. Everyone recharged, and obviously didn't want you guys just getting sick of it and this, that, and the other as well. So we thought take a few weeks off anyway to recharge and go again, so to speak. Steve in the chat says, "I agree. The quizzes are great. My knowledge of the club really goes back to 2003. So I learn a lot from them. Sorry, so I'm fucking slurring my words now. I'm drinking coffee. Oh dear, so how tired I am. But hey, as I said, grinding away, grind. All for the greater good. Just before I do wrap things up, what other sort of content would you want me to look into bringing to the channel as well? Obviously, you've mentioned the fan cams and the like there's little snippets of it, like a roundup of the watch songs, what you've done over the month and things like that on this channel. It's not you, it's my son, but also it's my tiredness. Trust me, it is much. Bring on Cole Jenkinson. Is he still playing? Actually, is he at Forest or is he left Forest now? I don't even know. Have a look. I mean, bear with me a sec. One sec. Give him a photo. Let's have a look. It's going to be. I think what social media he's got actually. Mate, if I was, be honest, Chad, if I was managed to bring on an ex-player like good old Cole, I think the fucking internet would break. The fucking numbers will go through the roof in terms of this channel as well. So I think Cole, and big up yourself, by the way, Chad, as well. Cole Jenkins. Sean. That's the one I wanted. You're still at Forest. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, so if I was able to pull that off, okay, now, as I said, YouTube would break. The amount of fucking views I'll get for that having a current ex-Arsenal player on. Look who's in the house. Yeah, exactly. And he says, comes back at you, big up Melina. How are you doing, Chadwick? Long time no see. By the time I found you on Daniel's stream, you weren't there anymore. Carl truly lived a dream, and that's another thing. He is a gunner. That's in more ways than one. Not only did he's played for us, but he's an Arsenal fan, and his granddad connection as well. So his connection to Arsenal goes way back. Yeah, it plays Nottingham Forest. Yeah. Oh dear. I would like to get you on actually, Chadwick, at some point if you're ever available. If you're ever available and free, whenever, because obviously you're busy with work and all that where you are. If you're ever available, do reach out to me. I would like to have you on as a guest. And I think obviously And obviously, the likes of Menino and all that would like that. I think they would like to see that as well. But again, that's up to you if you want to be on the channel as well. But if you have a feed, you want to come on, just reach out and we'll sort that out for you. Yeah. Try to watch the game as much as I can. Believe me, Cedric, you didn't miss much. You didn't miss much today. Just a bit of drama from Leno and putting us into a bit of a crappy situation. But apart from that, not much to worry about. Got the 3 points. That's the main thing. Let's be honest. See each other there. Yeah, yes, that's okay. Good to see you, mate. Who was your man of the match, Partey? This is for me. I sort of gave it slightly leaning towards Gabriel. I sort of both gave him a 9 out of 10 in my ratings. But in terms of man of the match, I sort of slightly went towards Gabriel. Just even though the stats obviously favour Partey and what he done for his first 4 game and all that, I thought for Gabriel to, again, as we touched in the stream earlier, he's coming to a league that's completely different to Ligue 1, to a club that's completely different to Lille, and hadn't played a game for 6 months until obviously that Fulham opening game of the season game. And every game he's actually played, he has been by far either one of our best player on that pitch at the time. And one time he doesn't play, our defence falls apart. I mean, Cedric, who's your man of the match? You saying Partey's your man of the match? Because I wouldn't disagree. Partey's a phenomenal man of the match. I put the stats up earlier. Someone put a tweet and I literally put it on a shed on the screen and try and knock it down in a sec. How are your dogs on? They seem to be quiet today. Well, it is like 1:30 in the morning, so they're asleep. They're out of it. You missed. I suppose no one missed the special guest that laid in my bed earlier. In the background, there's an lingered on my lap for a bit and then literally jumped onto the bed at one point. Cedric looked a little ball in that, around all over the right side. But yeah, you say that, but he didn't do anything wrong as well. He didn't make any mistakes. He didn't, Oh, you noticed? He didn't say anything in the chat. I thought, it's jumped all over me and it's behind me. And no one's mentioned that. Who's that? Oh dear. Yeah, and as Steve says, both players look the real deal. And yeah, they do. And then it's the thing with, again, some Arsenal fans still need to get on board with as well. We're not the finished product by far. Again, we've still got to get rid of players in this that Mikel has inherited. So we've got to get rid of them, and he's got to then replace them with better players than what they are. If that makes sense. Going forward, even if they are squad players, even the squad players he brings in, they've got to be better than what squad players we've got now. Things like the ones he doesn't want, basically. And he also got to take consideration the injuries as well to players, as I said earlier, that he really, really likes and really wants to use. And even Smith Rowe, he fucking raves about Smith Rowe, but he can't play him because he's fucking injured at the moment. That's another thing. That's going to be frustrating as well, because obviously with Smith Rowe, he got these odd injuries in and he's sort of knocked that, pardon the pun, knocked that out of him. So then he can get a good run of games together and show us what he's worth and show Arteta that the faith that he has in him is well deserved and things like that. Otherwise, we're going to be in this situation of having a fantastic player like we had with Jack, who's always fucking injured. Yeah, I do agree with you, Steve. It does seem he does need a bit more game time. I've got to say that. But again, he's got, as I said earlier, he's got not the club. The club got to work together and knock out these niggling injuries he keeps getting, knock them out of his game, and yeah, give him a good run of games. And the thing is, Europa League, or what it is, and the group that we've got, it's perfect for him to get these run of games now, especially if it's like week after week after week, every Thursday, basically, so to speak. Chadwick is obsessed with Jenkinson. if I get Jenkinson on, if I somehow pull that off by hook or by crook, I might even reach out to Mr. Door on tour, who's a Nottingham Forest fan. I'll even reach out to him and see if he got any contacts to help me out with that one. If I manage to pull that off, Cedric, you'll be the first to know, along with Melina. Because if I can't get hold of you, I'll get hold of Melina to get hold of you, and we'll sort it, and we'll get you on as well. And you can fanboy over Carl Jenkinson. Yeah, I've got, what's it? In terms of pets, the 2 dogs, as you all know. The cat that hovered into the back, was hovering and waiting, lapping laid on the bed at one point near the end, just head up. You get to see her head, so that's another thing why I didn't get, because I looked, I was like, yeah, I can see the head. So why is no one popping up saying, what's this one? We thought you only had dogs and things like that. So I was like, okay, thought I got away with that one. There's another cat as well we've got. I'm sure he would. And I'm sure Chad is loving that you're putting this out on live YouTube. It would be nice to see Kevin Campbell on the channel again. Yeah, again, with these commitments to Sky Sports and what he does with that, because he does stuff with La Liga as well, covering the Liga games. And don't forget, he's also got his podcast where he's not his podcast, but he's sort of a co-host on the podcast, part of the panel for the Hybrid Squad. Is on YouTube and all that. So he literally doesn't want to come back on it. Literally just getting the timing right and literally when he's available. But he does want to come back on. Just got to give it, but it's all got to be planned way in advance with Casey. But yeah, be fantastic to have him on. I'd love to actually have Casey on for a watch along, but I think it's obviously with his jobs and all that, I think that's nigh impossible. But you know what? I'll keep trying with that one and see how that goes. Cause I'd love to have him on. That'd be mad to have him on for watch along. And he's an Arsenal man. First and foremost, he's an Arsenal man like ourselves, and yeah, that'd be absolutely like. I think nothing with the views and the subs might go up for that one. But it'd be great to see him live, literally watching an Arsenal game, really getting invested into it, and we actually see it, sort of thing. You know what I mean? Whilst also talking all things Arsenal in this situation and breaking it down that way, of him himself on here as well. Right. It would also be great to see a 24-hour live stream on your channel. That would be amazing. In 24 hours, jeez, he's want to kill me. Because the thing is, at 24 hours, I would do the whole 24 hours, but it's then you're going to have a majority of them 24 hours. It's just me and my mug on the screen. Because I doubt I'll be able to get any guests on for the entire time frame of that 24 hours wise. But also, what would you want me to do in 24 hours? Or talk about for 24 hours? So it would all get sick of me after 2. Oh dear. That's why I'll be a bit, just be prepared. If I did do that, I'll be out of Bevis Hyde the next day. As I met the Lacazette, and go to sleep. So light-headed. Oh, right. Let's go back into the chat before I start wrapping things up. Yeah, KC is a class act. Yeah, fantastic. Bellamy is quite fun too. A character indeed. Yeah, he was in the chat earlier. I was going to send the link, but obviously the Twitter account that he's followed me on is saying he's suspended again, so I can't do it now. I don't know if his Facebook's sorted yet or not. Otherwise, he would have been on here as well tonight. Oh dear. So yeah, if he does watch this, he does see this. That's the reason why. Because I don't know if he hasn't said of his Facebook's. Oh, you're back. Talking of which, I'm back, you fucker. Oh, you're back now. Yeah. You never. That's the thing. You never did tell me. Yeah. Speaking of the devil. do a stream with your sibling. Oh, trust me, you won't. I would ask, but I know for a fact he won't come on his very, I say camera shy, private as well. He doesn't like to come on things like this. He would come across very, very shy. What happened? I've had a crazy. Oh God, what's happened now? Oh God, I was about to wrap up for crying out loud. And as Melina said, look which bastard is in the chat. Oh, you love him, Melina. Give him a chance. In the same room, you'd tear him a piece. You'd eat him alive. I don't. What's that? I don't know. No, I was about to wrap up, Brownie. To be honest, I was about to finish up before you popped back on. But is your Facebook now sorted, Brownie? By the way, is that back up and running? Because obviously, earlier on, your Twitter still saying it's suspended and things like that. Oh dear. Oh my days. Oh, back. But yeah. So again, thanks guys for. Sorry, one sec. Thanks guys for coming on and being in the involved in this, like, in the live chat and things like, and being sort of involved to get me sort of going for the last 45 minutes basically, because there's already been a lot sooner otherwise. I've got okay, cool. So add me on. If you add me on that, you had to find me on there, and we'll go from that basis. The next time there won't be an issue. But don't get your accounts closed down next time. God's sake, make it so hard for us all. Right, but yeah, appreciate every single one of you, and I'm going to check my likes actually while we're here, because this this is an annoying thing actually. One that done me out, but really annoyed me earlier was literally as I'm about to start wrapping things up. I was at 20. Steve has 21 likes. It said 20 likes on my end at the time. And then literally as I'm wrapping things up and about to go do my sign out thing and all that, I lost 5 likes. I'm like, but there was no subs, so that's one thing, obviously. But the 5 likes, five of my 20 likes that I had, I could see, just disappeared. And I was like, what the what, think you want me to go on forever? I'll never ever sleep. Oh dear, we have it all there. Have a look. 14. Oh bloody hell! We smashed it again, guys. Wow. It was at 9 a minute ago, but even 9 was 9 for this time of night. Smashing it. 14 likes. Mad. But again, you have no idea how much I appreciate that, and that sort of thing sort of gives me that confidence to keep going. Like, given that it is all worth the grafting, this, that, and the other. But yeah, if you're new to anyway, if you're sharing this, guys that are watching that in the chat, if you do share this, you're seeing 16. For the love of God, let us go on. Oh dear, Melina, can you please take another screenshot and send it over to me? Yeah, I think we'll save your story for another day, Brownie, if that's okay. Because I need to sleep. I'm literally about to drop. My eyes are killing me now. Melina, see what you sent me on set. Right, Instagram. Yeah, right. Thanks for the like, by the way. Thanks for the like as well. But yes, it says 16 on your end. I think it's a delay my end. It must be. Got to be a delay my end. Dear, one sec, take this off. Got to be a delay my end, like a 3 minute delay or something. Because Steve was saying 21 likes, and then sort of all went picked on as I'm about to fucking go end stream. No, 15. It's like, okay. But yeah, still, likes are likes. All likes I appreciate, even the ones that come along and disappear. So yeah, as I was saying, so guys, do share this. Oh, let's have a look. Yeah, the 460's never changed. I say that. That's what I wake up in the morning, it'd be fucking 459 or something stupid and piss me off. As I say, yeah, if you guys are watching this, do share the. Yeah, 17. Do share the stream around. Even though I'm about then obviously finish it, the link will still work while it's processing things like that. So yeah, do share that about, and obviously with all your friends, your family that are as long as they're football fans, soccer fans that love Arsenal and things that love the Arsenal like we do. Share it with them. Share it with football fans in general. And yeah, so I'm trying to gain a couple more subs as well. Oh my days. All right, everyone else in the chat, because Brownie's been very persistent. It is 1:45 in the morning in the UK. If you want me to bring Brownie on, say so now. I'll give you 2 minutes. I'll give you 2 minutes, guys. And for everyone in the chat to sort of say that if so, I'll bring them on and risk it, and risk losing their channel forever. Oh God, Manina's in. Oh, dear God. Right. Oh yeah, I say keep. And just wrapping things up in the meantime, as I said, share the stream with any groups, about Facebook groups you have, this, that, and the other. Just keep smashing the like button as well. People are watching this on playback, smash the hell out of the like button and subscribe. And if you keep saying, if you're new and you like what we're doing on this channel, and the sort of consistency of the consistency of content that's been put on this channel. You don't even have to be Arsenal fans either. Do subscribe, and again, share it with your friends, your family, and all that. And help gain some more momentum, because I would like some more new faces on the channel as well. I'm always up for seeing new faces on the channel. Oh dear. And then you can't send something to me and then send it to me straight away without me even reading it. Oh dear. I said, oh God. So you even took a screenshot on your phone, okay. I'm loving that the fact that it's up next, by the way, on your screenshot of you took, by the way, Melina, up next on that autoplay, the Man United versus Brighton watching on from like, and half of Dortmund versus Bayern Munich watching on from like 2 weeks ago. I see 80 now. I said dead. I see dead people, but you see 18. I'm like, no. Crazy, absolutely crazy. A lot of you. I see 16 on mine, so again, there must be a delay on my end. I fear about his stories. That's B-Pass suited to Red Tube. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Do you want me to continue and get him on, or do we save that for another night? Oh dear! Oh my days! I believe you, because you send me the screenshots. I believe you, Lena. This is 17 on that, but anyway. Where do you see 18 that? You just sent me a screenshot. It says it's 17 with my big double chin, by the way. I also need to sort of get back in the gym and sort all that out, get myself back into shape. Because I sort of let myself go in the last month or so I need to get myself back in the gym and get rid of all this unnecessary fatness around me. I sent me another screenshot. Bloody hell. Yeah, you sent me another screenshot. It says the same thing as it said once there. The screenshot you just sent me does say 17 with my double, as I said, with my double chin. Nothing else has come through yet. You sent me, what's that? The screenshot it says 16. You got 16 underneath, and you sent me another screenshot on your phone saying 16. We said you refresh it on your phone and all that. And then you sent me two screenshots, one on your phone and one on your computer, saying both saying 17. And then you go underneath, I see 18. Which technically it is yesterday's news. We're fucking stupid o'clock in the morning. That's oh, my eyes. I just want to go to sleep. Got a reboot for tomorrow. For my second episode of that, bloody hell. Hope we can get 25, mate. Last couple of nights, though, haven't been that bad, ones. I was going to check actually. In terms of likes, there's been a few. Yeah. Oh, here we go. It's got the he drops that. Of course, he drops that in the outer trunk. Oh my days. Days, oh my days. Oh, hit me now. Oh, God, I love Melina. Oh dear, God. Yeah, the Bayern Munich watching on got 25 views, 1 dislike. I wonder who could have sent that. Now I've done that, the dislike on this is going to appear tomorrow, and the dislike is going to dislike. It's always appeared on the other one, so but yeah, the dislike's going to appear on this one tomorrow, and when this gets processed. Now I've said that. Great. The PSG Man United watching on got 24 likes and 4 dislikes. The 3 of them. I'm trying it now. No, technically, one was during the stream. I wonder who again. Wonder who sent that. Second, I think was from a. I'm assuming it must be a City fan because the City fan did subscribe to the channel and all that, and obviously, yeah, he's only subscribed because literally he followed me on Instagram and I sent him a link and all that. He said, "Oh yeah, I subscribed like all the football, watching other football channels content and this that, and the other." And he's liked what I've done so far and this that, and the other. So he praised the channel itself. So I know that's more so down to the fact that United won, and then 2 others are just completely random. Oh my days! Oh my days! What are you sending me now? Oh my God! I'm gonna please don't make me regret this. Don't make me regret this, please. Oh dear. So yeah, if you're still seeing 18 minutes, can you screenshot that over to me? Oh, okay. I'll look for you later, Adam, and I'll sort of add you on there. Oh, there's keep burping now. Oh. Which I'm doing a video of in an hour. If it's about Ozil, gosh, I'm going to strangle you. You do know that. Oh, my God. I keep hiccuping in one sec. So if it's about Ozil, do speak up. Or if it's about fucking Alwar coming in January, do speak up. If not, I will let you on. If you lie, you will be disconnected. Because it's late. Oh, dear. Don't laugh, I'm going to cry, let's be honest. Have a photo. Here we have a look. It loads up. Okay. I believe you. I believe you. Don't pop me head off. Let's have a look at my end. And it's saying 18 now, mine. That's cool. So I say that now, you come on, someone come up and go, 19, 20. Just be like, oh, mm-hmm. Oh, what mind? Fucking, if it lasts early on as anything go by, half of them would disappear at the end anyway. So, oh yeah, there's Steve, Chadwick, Melina. Do we have him on? Or do I end this now and wrap this up? It is in your hands. Thumbs up or thumbs down in the chat. Oh dear, oh my eyes. Oh, it will actually say that it worked for Simpy. Fucking that worked for Simpy. He had him on. Simpy had him on. He was on, and that happened, and the views went through the roof. Apparently, was it views or subs? I can't remember now. I'm that tired. I can't remember which one they said. Oh dear God! I'm gutting for punishment. Gutting for punishment. Yeah. Alright, copied. Give me strength. I'm not. Yeah, that's the point. If he's just wasting my time, I'll kill him. I'll actually kill him. There you go. You've asked for this, guys. You've asked for it. Fucking hell. I'm good at this. Ugh. Getting some all for this bollocks. Oh dear. Well, aren't you nice, Melina? You're honest, at least. That's, Oh, dear. Actually, that's it while I'm waiting. Gym app, pure gym. What did I say? What did I say? What day was I say? Friday now. Friday fucking morning, Jesus. I'm not doing fucking stupid cockpit fucking classes there. I'll be doing that by then. Saturday, that's what we booked in. I'm on the waiting list for that. Does it say that's not helpful at all? Oh dear. Well, also I'm waiting. I'm making the most of it. I'll give another 60 seconds. If by the time if by the time I've booked my classes in gym, he hasn't turned up, it's logging off time. So he's got 60 seconds because they're going to take me that long. Trust me. Right, Monday. Put me on the waiting list. Cool. Join the class. My waiting list. Oh, I'm on that for Tuesday as well. Tuesday afternoon. Cool. Saturday, yes, that. Wednesday afternoon. Cool. Thursday. Could do a double. Yeah, fuck it. Put my duff down for a double. Double spin. Why not? I'm glad for punishment, so fuck it. I still need to get rid of this double chin. And that's a fucking unnecessary body weight that needs to get stemmed and toned down. Run out of time. Thursday, I'll be here doing that, evening-wise. Friday morning, shattered. And that's it. So, yeah, that is done. He is not here. So that is it, guys. We're wrapping it up then. Oh, right. So, yeah, follow me on Facebook, the Mr. Arsenal Podcast, and the Football Fans. Both give them both a like and a follow. Subscribe over to here as well. And until next time, guys, which will be at 7:30 UK time in the evening for the second episode of the Arsenal FIFA 21 career mode. And until then, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. Until next time, as always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners!